Hello and welcome to Broken Ben. I am Broken Ben and I am your host with the most today. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we have a very hot topic. It is basically the talk of the town. It's very much the talk of Twitter. That's a dead certainty. And I wanted to give my two penneth on it. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this channel is to talk about mental health. I wanted to talk about my own mental health and how that's been affected over the last 4 years. But I also wanted to talk about other people's mental health and who's better at the moment than Simone Biles, the most decorated athlete of America at the moment, and just pulled out of the Tokyo Olympics due to the fact that she felt her mental health was suffering, and then copped it from Piers Morgan of all people. So I'm going to talk about that. It's a shorter show. There's not that much to talk about because it is pretty clear cut. But join me. While you do, make sure you hit like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. But also, I'm giving a percentage of my profits to the local charity of my choice, which is OTR on the record, and that is a mental health charity in the Bristol area. So yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It costs nothing, and you get to give some money to charity. Right, let's talk about it. Well, let's have a look first of all at the tweet in question from Piers Morgan. Are mental health issues now the go-to excuse for any poor performance in elite sport? What a joke. Just admit you did badly, made mistakes, and will strive to do better next time. Kids need strong role models, not this nonsense. Right, so again, the story is she pulled out of the Olympics due to the fact she had a very bad score. She's never had that type of score before. She stumbled and lost the American gymnast team a place from gold to silver. Really? That's the worst. She pulled out. She was cited the fact that she's having poor mental health at the moment and wanted to put her team first and let them carry on without her for the rest of the Olympics and allow them to have the best chance possible of getting the gold while she sits back and supports them. Now, what's wrong with this? Well, nothing is the answer. Absolutely nothing. A young woman of 25 who has had over 30 medals for her country has basically felt it's time to step aside for a time because she's just not feeling it. She's not mentally in the right place. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And Piers Morgan, you fat shit. Honestly, the fastest you've ever run is out that studio when you got hassled for 30 seconds. Genuinely, guy. What the fuck are you talking about? It makes me so angry. It really makes me angry because this is a guy who's opinionated about everything. Something he might be right about, but a lot of the things he's wrong about. And he's that typical a-hole who's got to have a say at everything and clearly is bad-mouthing someone who's having a rough time, regardless of if it's depression or she's having a mental breakdown or anything like that. We're not saying that. She's having a bad time when it comes to her mental health. She's recognised, which is a big thing, that she has a mental health issue at the moment. She is not strong enough to do the career of her choice at this moment in time. She needs a bit of time off. That's no different than us going into work and saying that I'm really not coping at the moment. I need a week or so off to collect myself, and then I'll be back, and hopefully I'll be back to full strength. Your work wouldn't argue with that. You wouldn't get Piers Morgan messaging you saying that you've pulled out. You're doing the right thing. If you're not 100%, don't do it. You can't do that, and especially as an elite athlete, you cannot give less than 100%. And if you're not in that position and it's a team sport, she's doing the right thing. She's doing absolutely the right thing. And to get criticised, not only by Piers Morgan, but other people, I think is absolutely disgusting. And I am very, very glad to see she's had an outpouring of support as well. I would love Piers Morgan to give that same argument to the boxer, the guy who had the mental health issues for such a long time and came back, Tyson Fury. I would like to see him start slagging him off on Twitter, saying about his mental health issues, and see what happens, because he's okay to pick on a girl who's in Tokyo who's 25 and a fraction of his size, but give it a go with Tyson Fury and then see what happens, because this guy is the lowest of the low as far as I'm concerned. That's where I'm putting it. I totally support her choice to step back. I think that's a brave choice. I think it is a very brave choice. This is a girl who is renowned for mentoring the youngest of the young. This is a girl who stepped up when her coach and her doctor, her doctor within the camp, was molesting people, including herself, and she had the balls basically to step up and help and basically put the wrong to right and get the guy convicted. She is an incredibly brave woman, and to be able to say during Tokyo, during the Olympics, which she's worked so hard for, to say, I am just not your girl, I'm not the right person at the moment, you will do better without me, and to be the most decorated one of that is brave. If Ronaldo in football was part of Portugal and he said, look, I'm really not with it, you won't get anything out of me, you're going to be better off without me, he would be seen as a hero. I'm sure he would. It would be double standards. He would be seen as a hero for stepping back and having a bit of time off. She was not, and I think it is lowest of the low. Like I said, I challenge Piers Morgan, have a go at Tyson Fury about his mental health and see what happens to you fat shit. I'm guaranteeing you will run faster than you did out that studio that day. Honestly, lowest of the low. No one support Piers Morgan. I think that is disgusting to bring anybody's mental health into it these days, and he has no idea what it takes to be an elite athlete and what mental pressures that takes. Genuinely low of the low. Thank you very much for watching, guys. That has been my opinion on the situation, and let us know down below what you think. Thank you. Take care of yourself as always, and if you can, find someone who can. Bye bye.